The movie starts by showing some disturbing video clips related to military wars, rising cults, and black magic. Then, the scene shifts to April 4th, 1971, showing the day when the first episode of a show named Night Owls from UBC goes live. A TV host named Jack Delroy, a popular Chicago radio announcer, is introduced. He thanks his mom, dad, and everyone watching the show, humorously mentioning Johnny Carson, whom he considers his competition. Next, clips of various late-night shows are shown, including Playing with a Fortune Wheel, late-night comedy shows, and late-night shows with animals. In 1972, Jack signs a 5-year deal with UBC with the ambition of becoming the #1 late-night show host. Jack's wife, Madeline Piper, a stage actress, is introduced, and together they are considered the happiest couple in show business. Then, a men-only club named Grove is introduced, established in 1800, portrayed as a harmless summer camp for the rich and powerful, but with speculation regarding arcane ceremonies to make and break careers. Despite airing 4 seasons, Jack fails to match Carson's ratings, receives nominations for the late-night crown but no trophies, and sees views dropping daily. In 1976, Jack's world is turned upside down when his wife suddenly gets lung cancer. She makes a special appearance on the late-night show but fails to match Carson's ratings, and 2 weeks later, she dies. Grieving, Jack flees to New York to an unknown location. 1 month later, UBC announces his return, but the gap between Johnny Carson and Jack's show ratings widens. Jack becomes more agitated, and even his producers, in order to get more views, start creating controversial content, but ratings continue to fall, and his contract is set to expire. Then, on Halloween 1977, Jack plans a special episode in hopes of turning his fortunes around. The show starts with pranks and jokes, together with his crew member Gus McConnell. Then, Jack begins talking about the revival of the occult in recent years. Then Jack introduces his first guest, Christu, a person with psychic abilities, to the audience. Christu claims to communicate with spirits, delivering messages to audience members. While some of his messages goes correctly, others miss the mark. Despite some difficulties and a tense atmosphere, Jack and the crew try to keep the show on track. Behind the scenes, there's concern related to potentially dangerous stunt involving knives and restraints. Despite the chaos, the show continues with moments of both humor and unease. Then a second character named Carmichael Haig, a scientific investigator, is introduced. He does not believe in the supernatural and challenges Christu's abilities during the show. Despite Christu's successful demonstrations, Haig accuses him of being a fake, claiming that his performances are merely tricks. But we can see Christu suddenly becomes visibly distressed and angry and throws water on Haig, and in starting to leave. Then before Christu leaves, Jack mentions to Christu that he used to call his wife as Minnie, in private, coincidentally the same name mentioned during Christu's last spirit connection. This revelation adds an eerie layer to the unfolding events. However, before Christu can react, he abruptly begins vomiting a black liquid, shocking the audience and crew. The chaos ensues as Jack urgently calls for a commercial break to regain control of the show. Following Christu's distressing incident on live TV, the studio descends into chaos as emergency responders attend to him while Jack and the crew try to maintain order. Behind the scenes, tension between Jack and Haig mounts, with suspicions arising about how Christu obtained personal details regarding his wife. Jack denies involvement, but doubts linger. Then suddenly we see Jack waving to an unknown woman. But as the show is about to start again, gates gets closed. The show has resumed, and a video clip is being shown depicting a sacrifice ritual conducted by the First Church of Abraxas. In the clip, the cult leader, Xander Dabo, is seen leading his followers in chants and rituals, invoking the demon Abraxas. The atmosphere is ominous and disturbing as the cult members engage in dark ceremonies, including the spilling of blood. But in 1774, events takes a tragic turn. Federal agencies lay siege to the house of the First Church of Abraxas, resulting in gunfire and explosions. After a tense 3-day standoff, the cult leader, Dabo, orders his followers to douse the premises and themselves in gasoline, but a 10-year-old girl named Lily survived and was discovered amidst the ruins. The FBI contacts Dr. June Ross Mitchell's PSI Research Center to understand Lily's behavior. Dr. Ross Mitchell establishes a connection with Lily and begins sessions to uncover the truth. During their first session, Lily's reaction suggests a disturbing presence. During the show, Dr. June Ross Mitchell and Lily are welcomed with applause. Despite her age, she displays wisdom beyond her years, offering comforting words to the host, Jack Delroy, about his late wife. But we observe some strange behavior from Lily. Looking to camera directly, it's as if she's trying to watch us through the camera and giving haunting expression. As Lily's appearance on the show progresses, her behavior becomes increasingly unpredictable and unsettling, with moments where she seems fixated on the camera. Despite concerns about her stability, Jack insists on moving forward, emphasizing the importance of the live TV format for promoting June's book. Meanwhile, backstage, there's chaos unfolding with the sudden death of the performer, Christou, adding to the tension. Despite the unfolding drama, the show must go on, but questions linger about Lily's mysterious behavior and the strange events surrounding the production. As the discussion on psychic phenomena and demonic possession intensifies, Dr. June Ross Mitchell maintains her conviction despite interruptions and skepticism from Haig. Supported by artifacts from Debo's house, she delves deeper into her theories. Suddenly, a loud, unsettling sound fills the studio, causing tension to mount. Glass bowls starting to shatter with a high-frequency pitch. Despite attempts to explain the disturbance, Lily insists it was caused by Mr. Wriggles. Mr. Wriggles is the name Lily uses to refer to the demonic entity she believes resides within her. When Jack proposes inviting Mr. Wriggles onto the show, June reluctantly agrees to attempt a brief demonstration under controlled conditions. With the audience's encouragement, they prepare for a live television first, an attempt to commune with the devil. Meanwhile, backstage, tensions escalate as the crew grapples with the aftermath of the disturbance and concerns about their safety. Despite Gus's warnings, Jack remains determined to proceed with the show, driven by the need to save it from further chaos. As the show resumes, Dr. June Ross Mitchell prepares to demonstrate a summoning session with Lily's supposed inner entity, Mr. Wriggles. June emphasizes the need for calmness and focus from everyone present. With Lily's cooperation, June begins the session by instructing Lily to relax and enter a state of receptivity. She then attempts to establish communication with Mr. Wriggles. Suddenly, Lily's body begins to crackle, as if it's being overtaken by a force of possession. We see her eyes have changed color from green to yellow and have marks on her face. We can also see a face on the screen for a second representing something is present there. A demonic voice speaks through her, makes a chilling reference regarding Jack's deceased wife. She mentions that Jack's wife, Minnie, met an unpleasant and gruesome end, implying that her death was horrific. Lily talks about some mysterious tall trees related to Jack and Club Groove, and also mentioned that Jack and Dr. June are romantically involved. Then we realize the woman Jack waves at after almost the second break is over is Dr. June Mitchell. Suddenly, electricity started visibly flowing from the wires, and Lily's chair began to float. But after a few seconds, Lily got back. Despite backstage drama and crew walkouts, Jack sees an opportunity to revive ratings. With Gus's support, Jack pushes forward, determined to overcome challenges and make a comeback. After a chaotic incident of demonic possession on live television, Jack apologizes to the audience and checks on Lily's well-being. Carmichael Haig accuses Dr. June of manipulating Lily, prompting a confrontation. Haig proposes a demonstration to prove his theory, enlisting Gus as a volunteer. Despite skepticism, Haig sets up a dramatic climax for the show, promising to reveal the truth. Haig captivates the audience as he takes out his watch and started performing hypnotism. Haig hypnotizes Gus, causing him to experience a disturbing hallucination of worms crawling on his skin. Despite the chaos, Haig abruptly ends the trance, leaving Gus confused about the unpleasant experience. After Carmichael Haig claims to have hypnotized the audience, Dr. June denies his assertion. Jack suggests reviewing the footage for clarity, but tensions rise. Dr. June and Lily decide to leave the show, but Lily insists they want everyone to know the truth before they go, prompting them to stay. After deciding to stay, they begin reviewing tapes of Lily's possession in the studio to uncover the truth behind the unsettling events. During the review of the possession tapes, upon closer examination, they discover a frame showing the apparition of someone Jack's wife, Minnie, behind Jack, leading everyone into shock and confusion. As the electricity surges inside Lily, a sudden power outage plunges the entire room into darkness. As the lights flicker back on, Lily is fully possessed, and electricity emanates from her body, causing chaos and panic. In a horrifying display, she rotates Gus's head, killing him instantly. Next, she uses June Christ Locket to brutally decapitate her. Then, she hurls Jack away with a surge of electricity, leaving him helpless. Finally, she unleashes a deadly burst of electricity, killing Haig. Jack can only stand frozen in terror as the violence unfolds before him. In a surreal sequence, Jack finds himself back on his talk show set, seemingly unaware of recent events. However, the reality quickly shifts as strange occurrences unfold, including the appearance of a worm-like creature and unsettling interactions with a woman claiming to be Jack's past acquaintance. As Jack's confusion intensifies, he is confronted by disturbing visions, including one where we witnesses him killing his wife. This vision seamlessly transitions to the present, with Lily standing in place of his wife. While Jack is in complete shock and terror over what happened tonight,